than I felt I could handle, without even knowing I had a soul. It wasn't until my apocalypse year of 2013. Ever had one of those? When everything started going haywire, that I threw my hands up on living this way. I'm too sensitive for my own life, I remember thinking at the time. And then, but it's as if Penney can read my mind. In Frequency, she describes the thoughts in this phase of transformation as, I'm upset and afraid. Life is too intense and won't let up. My worst fears are taking shape. I can't control myself. And she also says, the question and answer exist together in each moment, and all is freely given. Nothing is held back. That perfect guidance exists as soon as you realize you need or want it. This reassured me and helped me trust what was happening. I bought The Intuitive Way, Penney's best-selling masterclass on inner wisdom, in 2014, but discovered I wasn't quite ready for it yet. I was just coming out of my fog, or as she describes it, the dissolving stage of transformation that each of us goes through as we transition from the too much information age into the intuition age. I do believe books jump off the shelves, or into our Amazon carts, at the perfect time. Our souls tune into the frequency of what we need to hear from the exact right person at the exact right time, the same way you have landed here and now with transparency. A year after purchasing it, The Intuitive Way jumped off my bookshelf and said, "It's time." I realized I was nervous about diving in. What is all this conscious body talk about? Am I even capable of intuition? Gut instincts overwhelm me, and what if I learn things that I don't want to know or admit? Thankfully, my desire to expand, to live differently, and to come home to myself was stronger than my reservations. This started the deep immersion into Penney's work that changed my life. I learned from Penney that intuition and coincidences are like radio stations. They are always on. We just have to tune into them. We miss the majority of messages simply because our headphones aren't plugged in, or we aren't noticing the full range of intelligent, exciting, growth-inducing channels available to us. The more I followed Penney's instructions on how to honor my intuition and notice coincidences, then write them down, the faster and more furiously messages arrived. They were fascinating, delightful, and fun. I couldn't believe how much access I now had to the expanded wisdom and intelligence within me, and how, for the first time, I could truly hear my soul speaking and trust my innate talents. I found a sweetness and relief in surrendering to my spiritual self. I started connecting with spirit guides and a personal counsel during meditation, something I would have rejected outright in my former opaque life. I immersed myself in the rest of Penney's books and soaked up every word. It was only after practicing the principles she outlined so clearly that the clouds parted and I realized I felt genuinely relaxed and calm. My days had a sense of grace and ease, and I felt faith in the flow of my life. This was disorienting at first. When is the other shoe going to drop? I can't possibly feel this good for this many days in a row. Something must be wrong. It is only now, years later, that I can say the opaque feeling and subtle suffering hasn't returned, even when I experience challenging life events. I have learned how to stay transparent, open, vulnerable, and in my home frequency, and return to it when I lose my way. I have dropped attachments to outcomes and surrendered completely to wherever life wants to take me. As Penney describes it, the flow becomes your best friend. You don't want to lock down any ideas. You want to leave space for everything to evolve and improve naturally. When I wrote my first book, I was plagued by my inner critic. Writing felt arduous.